they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will take the first swing of the game. The Lone Star State has a ton of rivalries, but this one outshines all the rest.
Yeah, the three of us have had an opportunity to call this game in the past, and you can just feel the tradition when these two teams take the field, right, David? You got the 12th man, you got Bevo. This is special.
You got one side that thinks they're way better than the other side thinks they're way better. I'll let you decide which one picks which, but every year, no love lost.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Makes his connection. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Texas A&M going up tempo. Looking to throw on third. And the defense gets to the quarterback. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes a move. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Longhorns offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Finds his tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of...
And that ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get it drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The incompletion brings up a second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. You have the back and forth and who did what. Going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday. What an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years. Well, we're only in the first quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Texas A&M going quickly.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field. Watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's open. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 20. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making...
And he intercepts it. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. And sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He finds his man. Oh, he left him grabbing. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Setting up the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the back.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Texas A&M going up tempo.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the toss. At the 40, there he goes. Running toward the tape. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
They're working that left side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia Tech. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
This defense is making life hard on the quarterback early in the game. We're only in the 1st quarter. They've already got a pick, and that time they swat another one away, man. They are breaking on the ball.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. To the ground with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Texas A&M going quickly. Will need to push it downfield. Soft spot in the middle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Defense were always trying to get some tips, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Keeps the legs moving. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Bully ball on third and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. Fourth time we've seen this guy punt it today. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And now on second down for this offense. Trying play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Algier. He'll pull it down. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
I really like when the defense goes dime. More speed, like so much speed and space in college football, and you can put so many DBs on the field. In these situations, when they do take off and scramble, I go chase them down. Third down stop.
The give and the run on 4th down. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
The toss to the outside. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The burnt orange just smoked the Aggies the last time these two got together.
And anytime you get beat down by your rival, like Reese was talking about, it stings. And it's talked about for a long time, and your coaches do not let you forget it.
And these two teams feel it on the recruiting trail too, right? Texas's blowout win last year really helped them this past offseason. So they're looking to capitalize and see if they can go 2 years in a row.
Makes the grab over the middle. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. snowed under by the defense.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. It doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a hard, but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Looking downfield, it's Algier. He lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, going up top. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Off play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's his 2nd sack of the day. And guess what, dudes? He leads the nation in sacks. You better know where he is on every play. That dude has a knack for getting quarterbacks on the ground.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your... rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the option. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
A 3rd and long coming up here. They'll go to the ground. Trucks through the defender. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
No, he just flat ran over him.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, it's a nice run there to keep the drive going, get the first down. I'll tell you guys, I'm impressed so far by this offense and their ability to run it early.
Hit as he throws. It's caught downfield. Touchdown Longhorns! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
The 18 unit on the field. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
Fires complete on the crosser. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. First down here for the offense. They'll run the option. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. They'll line up for a second down play. Motion from the offense. The pull and throw off the RPO. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Toss sweep right. Just ran him over. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. They'll go with the running game on fourth down here. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Back to pass, it's Algier. A little screen to the running back. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Pocket. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Swings it out to his running back. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The deep thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Longhorns are marching down the field. Goes to the option. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Now on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Algier. trying to get to him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he'll be brought down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the first down. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Try to get it on the ground. And the Longhorns get enough exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They're getting this guy lathered up. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
He's got his man. Makes the catch and knocked down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Spins away from the defender. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
I got to challenge my guys all throughout the week. We get these short yardage situations. Who's the bigger man? Who's the better man? Who's going to be more physical? These are the situations we practice all week. Challenge the manhood of the offensive line, and they come through in a big way.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got his man, makes the grab. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Bounced off his feet.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
All right, you've now tried running the ball down here a couple times. It hasn't worked. What are you going to do on a field goal? Or you've got to play in your back pocket to go get you sick?
Just plowing down the field. Touchdown, Texas! And the punishment has been extended. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They'll give it to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long. Whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages, he just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. The give to the back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Finds a crease at the 20. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14.
Easy. Black 24. Black 24. Flip, flip.
They'll leave it with him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production, but listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns have it in scoring position. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they start in a great spot, move the ball 34 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. He'll keep it himself.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Off the play fake. They're trying to get to it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Hands it off. Still on his feet at the 45. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day, dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
I think you run that play on the 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easier. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Dropping back, it's Algier. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The back goes in motion. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
Touchdown, Texas! And the beatdown has ensued. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. Horns are up, and the eyes of Texas are focused on building the lead against the Aggies.
And the Horns are capturing this momentum. Listen, a lot of angst, a lot of nervousness early in the game, Palmer, but now Texas in this rivalry game taking over.
Yeah, you're right. Hook 'em right now. They're just enforcing their will in this game. They're the more physical team at this point. Texas A&M, they've got an uphill battle here.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punt. Gunner's getting downfield to down that ball.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to him on the ground. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Got it.
Here on 3rd down for this offense.
Ringo.
Quick handoff. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15. That one.
And this is exactly what you want to do with run offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. He'll ride his man on the option. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. The option look. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Power football with the run. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st and complete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And the Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Texas.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. 1st down for this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short.
Location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
It's complete to the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working that left side now. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They're going to throw it again. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down.